Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon a film by the name of Clash of the Empires. And without any further ado, let's go and get to it, shall we? If you guys don't know, I'm going to give you guys a quick little info about Clash of the Empires, director, writer, stuff like that. Clash of the Empires is an Asylum production company movie, as I've said in many of my other previous reviews on my channel. Asylum Company, the production company, they're mainly known for doing their mockbuster films. Yes, they do other films, just if you guys are curious, but mainly for mockbuster films. They went for Pacific Rim, Jack the Giant Slayer. You know, they do several films, mainly mockbusters, or where they spoof films. So Clash of the Empires is directed by a guy by the name of Joseph J. Lawson. He's directed other films, Asylum films, by the name of Age of Dinosaurs, and also Nazis at the Center of the Earth. It is written by a guy, the screenplay is written by the guy by the name of Eric Forsberg, known for writing a few Sci-Fi Channel films, one that came out this year, in the year of 2013, by the name of Ghost Shark. He also did Arachnoquake, Mega Piranha, Torture Room, Snakes on a Train, and you get the idea. A lot of Asylum films and a lot of Sci-Fi Channel films also. Clash of the Empires is mainly a full-on Chinese cast, except for two actors. Two of the actors are not Chinese, and that is an actor by the name of Christopher Judge, known for being in the famous Sci-Fi Channel series by the name of Stargate SG-1, and then Jerry Ear, I believe is how you pronounce his last name, and he is also. Those are the only two actors that are not Chinese. The rest are using a voice over dub, and they're not, so I guess they have like a translator or something like that on the set, because they're those are the only two actors that are not Chinese in the film. But anyways, enough about that. What is Clash of the Empires all about? Well, Clash of the Empires is pretty much if you guys don't know, it's a mockbuster of the Hobbit film that came out not so long ago, but it has pretty much nothing in common with it. The only thing it has in common with it is that, I'm going to give you the plot first. There are pretty much three groups of people. There are the giants, there's a tribe called the Punts, I believe, and then there's another tribe called the Treemen. And the Treemen and the Hobbits are a little bit alike in the fact that they're both short. No, the Treemen do not have hairy feet as the Hobbits do in the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits films, but that's the only similarity. There's a family of Treemen. The mother is taken by this group of pretty much cannibals, this group of these cannibalistic tribemen by the name of the Giants, and they go to rescue this mother. And there's rhinos and spiders and that kind of thing in the film. And Christopher Judge's character from Stargate, he plays this leader of the Hunt Pack that goes and helps them on their journey in order to rescue the mother. And then the other actor that's American, the Jerry Ear character, he is the one who is the leader of the Hunt Pack, and he sort of resists Christopher Judge's alliance with the Treeman characters. That is the gist of the Asylum film. They came out, I believe, February 18th of this year with the name of Clash of the Empires. Now, my thoughts on this film, overall, I really enjoy Clash of the Empires. I will say, let's talk about a few of the cons first. There really isn't too much wrong with this film. I will say, it is one of the better Asylum production company movies. A lot of times, they get a lot of, backfire and a lot of, lashing, mainly because, they spoof films. But a lot of times their films, The Attack from Beneath, that one is very, very, very similar. I haven't seen it, but from the trailer, I can tell it's very similar to Pacific Rim. But films such as Hansel and Gretel, and Clash of the Empires, those are very different from the films that are actually a spoof or films that are actually a mockbuster of. Clash of the Empires, some of the cons about it, it's sometimes the voice dubbing isn't the best, but I am trying to overlook that. Sometimes the voice dubbing is a tad goofy. Some of the characters, the voice dubbing fits just fine, and then other times the voice dubbing, doesn't fit very good at all, and sometimes the characters are kind of goofy. Mainly just one character in particular with his laughing and stuff like that. He kind of reminded me of Gollum at times, but a more goofier version of Gollum or Smeagol, from the Lord of the Rings films. except I love Gollum and Smeagol. This guy was kind of like him, but kind of goofy. I don't know if he was trying to be his character or what, but I want to try to overlook all those voice dubbing things and look at just the film itself, trying to push away those voice dubbing factors aside. So what did I think of Clash of the Empires? Overall, as I said earlier, I really enjoyed it. Christopher Judge, from the Stargate, I actually have the first 3 seasons. Christopher Judge, this guy right here, he is amazing in this film. I really enjoyed him, his performance. He pretty much plays the same character that he did in Teal'c. The plot of the film takes place 12,000 years ago, and he plays kind of a great, I guess you could say, like native or great tribal man character, kind of similar to his character in this. He plays Jafar. I'm only actually 3 seasons in. I'll show you guys real quick. That's season 1, season 2, and then season 3. I just finished season 3, by the way, and I just recently ordered seasons 4, 5, and 6, which I will watch very soon, but I'm currently on the 4th season. So anyways, back to the review. Christopher Judge was definitely my favorite thing about the film. I really liked him. Just the way he portrayed his character was really cool. I kind of like the concept of the film. It really makes you feel like you're back in that time period. Of course, some of these things never existed. Like the huge lizards and stuff, unless you believe in that sort of thing, of course. Anyways, I really like, that it made you feel like you're in that time period. The pattern had a nice, really good vibe to the film that overall I really enjoyed, just in a full fashionable manner. Just really cool stuff. And I kind of like, that, if you don't mind, a little bit of, not too good effects. The effects aren't terrible, but they're not really great either. You have like huge spiders, huge rhinos. So I thought it was kind of creative in that aspect. And if you're not too picky on specs and stuff like that, and you're not just too picky on films in general, I think you could enjoy Clash of the Empires. It's kind of cool towards the end. Yes, you could tell that their budget is very limited, because mainly most of the fighting is just Christopher Judge's character. You're just jamming his spear at character. So a lot of the fighting choreography may not be the best, but if you could look past towards those sort of things and just see what they were going for, I think really the film achieved. I think the actors were all pretty well. The Chinese actors are all good. The voice dubbing is a little iffy at times, but overall, I think the film has a pretty cool concept. Where just Empire, trying to get the Treeman's mother back. These different creatures getting in the way. Kind of a cool, fun concept. Christopher Judge, I think, is definitely the best character in this movie. I did enjoy Jerry Ear also as the character of Varm. He is, the chief. I also enjoyed some of the music in the film. Sometimes the music is kind of similar to The Hobbit, so I enjoyed some of the music. And overall, the pacing of the film was great. It never bored. It never really slowed down. And it always kept, it slows down a few times, but for the most part, it always kept a really nice, fast pace. So it was always equally entertaining. So I really liked that about it, how it just kept that fast pace up. That way, it never dragged and never bored, and overall just kept my attention through the entire movie. But overall, kind of just a fun movie, that I just kind of enjoyed. Very entertaining, and I definitely recommend, if you're a big Stargate fan, just to see Christopher Judge in it, playing pretty much the same character, Teal'c, that he played in Stargate SG-1. So if we head over to my TV, I'll show you guys the picture, like I normally do, and my Netflix exclusive reviews. And as you guys can see here, you can see the Clash of the Empires is on Netflix. You can see my 5-star rating, as I said. I tried to overlook the voice dubbing and stuff like that, and overall I really enjoyed it, so I went ahead and was lenient and gave it a 5-star rating, because I really had no complaints with it in general. Sorry for the crappy camera angle. I'm actually having to hold my laptop to do this. Anyways, you can see the category, the director, and the cast and stuff like that, and you can see the play and the add to my list button. But I always show you guys for the TV. That way you guys can see that the film is on Netflix if you guys want to check it out. Anyways, that's my review of the film by the name of Clash of the Empires, an Asylum Production Company review. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to that page below, and I'll see you guys later with more videos by Centipede Geek.